This is for hip hop and Dallas and the rest of y'all. I'm an analyzer. I analyze stuff to see where people is not giving the right information. They lied on me or lied on something, and I like to analyze stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just like when I was in the when Scott Hall talked about Triple H, he won't be successful. Scott Hall talked about Triple H won't be successful if Stephanie McMahon. But Triple H used to walk around with a tuxedo. He go by Hunter. He go by a different name. And he used to walk around with a tuxedo. That means Scott Hall was wrong about Triple H. Because Triple H was already in wrestling before he met Stephanie McMahon. His brand was already set. Triple H used to walk around with a tuxedo and used to bow down like that. So you're analyzing people and you're analyzing different. Yeah, you analyzing different situations. So I'm an analyzer, right? So we analyzing. Like Pimp C always spoke how he feel, right, about certain things, right? And he spoke how he felt about the time situation when they thought the South was for part of Atlanta, Texas time. When they thought Atlanta was part of Texas time. And Young Jesus said on his thing, say, I miss you, Pimp C, and I know you speak your mind. They had a little at that time, Young Jeezy and Pimp C and them, they had a little confrontation. What's going on between the time period and Pimp C? You mad because how I feel? And I think it was Pimp C was speaking how he feel. I went to Atlanta. The time is different. We on two different time zones. So you want to tell me I work for? I'm my own analyzer. So if I'm analyzing, like, we all know Supergirl, right? She comes, I think she's the sexiest Supergirl woman on TV. You know, sexy as hell. But the thing is, Supergirl, okay? She's a news reporter, right? And she get paid, but nobody's paying me to do these things, to analyze situations and do all of these things. I'm an analyzer. So I want to analyze stuff and find out stuff myself and find out how can I do things a little bit different and try to figure out when people think they know about the industry. I analyzed the situation with T-Pain when he talked about stuff. But he talked, but it was more about where the music money came from. So it was more about those things where I had to analyze the video in 2019 and I had to study T-Pain. And that means I'm an analyzer. It don't mean this. We analyzing situation. Me on every video, every broadcast, every video, analyzer. So I like to analyze stuff to be the big part of where we analyze it. So I want to tell people, like, when we watch video, we analyze it. Like if I do a police thing, all right, a Police Academy. Police Academy is my favorite movies, right? I love Police Academies, right? And I want to analyze my different Police Academy movies. If I want to get on TikTok or YouTube and I want to do a Police Academy scene that I like, I took drama in school. People don't know that about me. Mirza knows. I don't think Sabina knew it at that time. When I was at Newman Smith, I took drama and all of that. But let me tell you, it was analyzing. When I sat up there in theater class at Newman Smith High School, we was analyzing. We was watching old Western stuff at Newman Smith High School. We analyzed it. We analyzed the actors. And sometimes you got, when I go back, when I'm on Disney apps and I go behind the scenes of Love of Thunder, Thorn, and the Marvel scene, or DC or whatever that is, we going behind the scene. Or I go behind the scene. I'm a Twilight fan. So me going behind the scenes to see how Twilight works and see things like that and just analyzing the mindset of the actors and how they do on DC behind Superman, the first Superman movie, and how they analyzing actors and how they move in the Superman behind the Superman DC movie. So me sitting behind us, watching behind the scene and analyzing and how they directing, I me, I think King Von is a very special person because Lil Wayne is too, but King Von, how he able to direct things in a simple way, analyze. He able to direct his artists, and me watching King Von behind the music videos and seeing how he's doing this and he's guiding everybody to make sure the video is right. And I think that's how you do it. You able to analyze behind the videos and show people. You seen that thing with Drake and them and I haven't paid my tax and Drake and Future. And when they behind the scenes and everybody got to know how to direct and everybody go. I took drama in school when DJ Khaled talked about on Facebook. He reminded me of my Miss Gulo. Miss Gulo at New Mississippi High School because in Carrollton, Texas, she wanted me to chase my dream, but Dallas never had the program. They never had these things. So I kind of like, man, you remind me of Miss Gulo because I had 3 more years left of school and I went to another program called Moving On Up. I was still a Newman Smith student, and I think that what that is. But people need to know about me. Like everybody's showing their diploma on Trill. I went to job. I didn't just go to jobs and this and that. Went to interviews and went to elementary schools and did. I also went to Brookhaven while I was in school. I went to North Lake College. We took classes. Our teacher sat in the classroom with us. We went on the bus and bam, we did all of these things. Sometimes, why we can't get our kids early ready for school? Why we can't take these students, every teacher get on the bus with these students, 0.5% of the time they start taking classes early at the school credit class. I can't go that far because of the academics, and they didn't have the programs they want. But me, I'm moving in a new direction now, and I'm not dependent on them to be successful. I'm not dependent on Texas schools, and I think when you stop depending on them, you can be more free to grow, and you stop depending on the jobs. You can have more free to go, and I think that's where I'm learning how to understand. But I'm analyzing everything. Don't touch my thing, boy. Get off that. I'm analyzing it. So. It's gonna take your